welcome to New Crushing Sounds video. I'm Mike, Chris isn't here, he's back at uni, and I've got a new album review to do, the first one of 2018. A bit unusual to do a video review of an album, normally we write stuff up, but I thought try something new. I'm feeling lazy, so I'm just going to talk about this album. The album I'm going to look at today is Trident Eclipse by the band Watain. Watain were one of the first bands to be announced for Bloodstock this year. In fact, they're headlining the Sunday on the Sophie stage, so I thought I'd check them out. They're headline worthy, so I thought why not? They're a black metal band from Sweden, I believe, so this sounds right up my alley. I love black metal, so I thought I'd give it a listen and see what I think. Doing my first bit of research, I realised that Watain seemed to have a very divided fan base of people. People either love them, whereas some people think there's nothing that unique about them, they're literally just copying what came before. I don't usually like that argument. I think the term meat and potatoes gets thrown around a lot. Personally, I think if the music's good, I don't care if it's completely unique or a complete copy. For example, Slayer could release Raining Blood every year, I'd still love it every time they release it. So if it's good, I'll like it. I don't care if it's something special or whatever. I just don't want it to be boring. So the first song I heard off the album, I heard it before the album was released. It was Nuclear Alchemy, which is the first song on the album. It's a brilliant song. It's brilliant black metal. It's fast, evil sounding. The production is really... well, the production's interesting. It sounds kind of modern day black metal, but they use this technique after the intro where the whole band kicks in, where it sounds like an explosion effect, so it sounds absolutely massive, and I love that. I love huge production. I love it when it just fills your ears and it just sounds like it's really exploding, so that sounded absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, there's really not that much to this album. That's kind of why I wanted to do a video review for this. I know I said a minute ago I don't necessarily want something to be completely unique and completely different whenever I hear it, but this album really doesn't do much for me. It literally just sounds like black metal. Whenever I review an album, I try and listen to it a minimum of 2 times. I've listened to this album I think 3 times. Other than Nuclear Alchemy, I couldn't really name you another track unless I look over at the track list and just give you the name of it. None of it really sticks out. It just all kind of blurs together. It kind of feels like just one long 40-minute song, which is really frustrating. It doesn't stick in my mind at all, so unfortunately it's a bit boring. The only exception really is the last song, Antichrist's Miracle, I think that's how you pronounce it. But that song stuck out because it was kind of death doomy as opposed to fast black metal, but it goes on way too long. It's just a drone. It's just doom metal for about 7 minutes, which doesn't really go anywhere. So that's basically short one. Basically, to sum up this album, it's just black metal. I mean, they all play well. The band play well, the drums are tight, guitars are frantic, screamer's really good. Other than that, I have no desire to go back to this album. The way I feel about it reminds me of Evil's first album, Enter the Grave. You've got Thrasher, obviously, the song is amazing. It's a live staple for them, and there's a couple other tracks on the album which they play live and they're alright, but when you get past the fact that it's harkening back to old thrash metal, you realise that it's a very bland album. There's nothing that interesting about it. All they're doing is just playing thrash metal. It's the same here, playing ordinary black metal, which is a shame because the band do play well. I probably will see the band at Bloodstock. They play after Nightwish, so I probably will go check them out once Nightwish is finished. Their live set, from what I've seen, looks pretty black metal-y, flames and skulls and all that, so that's something to look forward to at least. Yeah, that's basically the end of the video. An alright album, doesn't really do much for me. Thank you very much for watching and listening. I'll see you soon.